Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of James Dean Designs. Now this is a really quick video today, so let's not waste time with all the introductions. The workshop is an absolute mess. I'm in the middle of reviewing the Mashuta Pro. I'm doing a top 10 issues and solutions with lasers and a few other bits going on. But the reason I wanted to get this quick video out there today is to show you this, the Air Assist nozzle from Laser Wizard. So let's dive in, take a closer look at it, and I'll explain why I'm now using this instead of the older 3D printed versions I was originally using. So here it is in all its glory. Now I've been waiting a while to get one of these off Jacob. He has been in demand producing these, but they are well worth the wait. Now the first thing we can see obviously is it's machined from solid brass, everything except the little grub screw on the side, which obviously holds it to the laser lens housing. Now obviously because this is CNC lathe machined, it is very smooth. It's a nice finish on it, and you know it's going to precisely fit the laser head. I'll move on to that shortly, but let's just talk about the what we can see on camera at the moment. Now on the side you have the piece where the air hose connects. This is quite long, obviously it aids the air hose to stay connected, and it is also ribbed, again aiding in that air hose being able to connect to it and stay comfortably there as the laser is moving about. Now you could even put a zip tie or something around if you really needed to, but to be honest you probably shouldn't have that much pressure going through your Air Assist anyway, because it's really not needed. Now the hole itself is quite small, and this is going to aid in the jet of air coming out of it. Obviously the smaller hole should mean a much finer direct air jet going into the cutting lines that you are doing, clearing the soot away and just hopefully getting you a much nicer and sharper cut from your laser. If we flip it round and take a look on the inside, again we can see a very nice machining job going on in there, and it just helps the airflow come down from the inlet nozzle straight out of the bottom hole, and again all aids in the cutting with your Air Assist. Now just to give you an indication of how well these fit the lasers, I'm just going to bring in my FoxAlien 20 watt 5 watt laser. If I slide this over the top, just release that screw slightly. Now if I try and move this, there is literally no wobble in that whatsoever. So these are a really tight fit, which also means the amount of air escaping from there is going to be minimal. So all the air coming in should go out of the nozzle, and again just all help towards the efficiency of the cutting of these. So a really nice job and a very tight fit. Now why would you go ahead and buy a brass nozzle instead of something like a cheap alternative 3D printed version, which I've been using basically for the last year or so? Well, let me show you a reason why. Hopefully the camera can just about pick that up. The end of this nozzle has basically become melted over time. So one, it is becoming less efficient the more it is used. It's also a bit of a fire risk if the laser is heating this up and melting it while it is cutting. Now obviously, you know, yes, you can just keep producing these, but at the end of the day, if something is a fire risk, then you probably shouldn't be using it, especially if you have a tendency to maybe walk away at your laser at any point to go and do other jobs. Obviously the other thing as well is, you know, these are very precisely machined to fit the laser itself. You can keep playing around with the tolerances on your printer to get them as close as possible with the 3D printed one, but at the end of the day, why waste your time when you can buy a product that fits exactly how it should? Now as I say, going from a 3D printed one to one of these, it is just a better fit. It holds everything on, even down to the ribs on the tube holding the air hose on much tighter. It is such a brilliant upgrade in comparison to a cheap 3D alternative, and because of how precise that hole is on the front, it just means it is going to be directing the air exactly where your laser is burning, as opposed to a setup where you may have a tube coming in from the side and just roughly blowing on top of the material. So yeah, everything about this is just geared up to make your laser cut more efficiently, more precisely, and get a much cleaner outcome. So I'm not going to recap all the benefits to Air Assist. If you want to know more about it, then check out the link in the corner to the video I previously made about it. But this upgrade is well worth it and a quality piece of equipment to add on to your laser. Yes, it does cost a little bit more than something like the cheaper 3D plastic printed ones, but as I say, well worth the money, especially for the safety element. I want to put links to Jacob's store in the description area below, so go over, check him out, buy one. He makes them for all different lasers, not just the FoxAlien ones, so all different diameters to fit different lasers. It's got a wide range of them, and obviously it's always good to support a small business. Thank you very much for watching. Final thanks as always goes to my patrons, and I'll see you all on the next episode.